Hey guys, it's Oscar. I'm actually gonna do a little bit of a shave and just talk a little bit. With the event coming up next week, I I was kind of just doing a bunch of stuff. Whenever I had time at work today, I was just doing stuff on the computer, trying to continue to reach out to vendors. And there are some who told me to reach out to them again once the event got closer. And they'd send stuff out. I've gotten some word back that they'll be sending stuff out this week. I'm not going to say who yet until I know for sure that they're able to. But I have kind of a liaison, if you will. My AJ is helping me out with, reaching out to the Reddit forum because I've never been on that platform. I'm not familiar with how it works. So he's kind of like my conduit between Facebook and the event, and kind of passing the information onto the shaving groups over on Reddit. And he said that one of the comments he got was, what do I expect? What can I expect at a shave meetup? And it just, I didn't even know where to begin. Let me backtrack real quick. This is my shave. I'm going to be using Visions and Revisions from Storybook Soapworks from Lauren Reed. He's the one who'll be making the Midnight Embers for the swag bags and for the event. This Visions and Revisions is basically an Earl Grey tea scent. It's citrus on top of black tea and lavender. It's really, really warm and welcoming. It's perfect for kind of this time of year. And I really like the citrus with the tea, kind of a mixture. It's really welcoming. And I am using my Wolf Whiskers brush from Peter Wolf that I actually ordered a little while back, and that's why I thought it was such a win to be able to have Peter Wolf involved in this event, and I'm really, really grateful to you, Peter, for sending us that brush for somebody in our group to be able to walk away with. And this is my kind of my prized piece of my den right now. Back in April, Big Shave Southwest, I got this from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. It's a copper double open comb with a bomb tip handle, stainless steel copper. It's just beautiful. I mean, it's just beautiful to look at, and it's just feels so good in the hand. I've been meaning to do a review. I'll get to it. I just haven't, but this is kind of like my go-to right now. So that's what I'll be using again right now. But, I didn't even know where to begin with, what do I expect? What do you tell somebody? If you've been to these events and you're familiar with, with what's involved with kind of the gist of it is, just getting together with people. I've always said in my, in my videos and stuff, I try to explain to guys from work, they're like, oh, it's just shaving. What's the big deal and stuff? And I'm like, this is how I explain it. I say the shaving is the common denominator. The shaving is we all had a reason to come to this. Mine was to try to save money on not spending so much money on cartridges and stuff. And then also trying to have something, remembering that my dad used to do this, and then after having had Michael, having something to teach him later and pass down to him. So, I got involved in the community, and then, so it was that common denominator that got me into the whole thing. But what really keeps you coming back is the people, the people you meet, the friends you make, the weddings you end up going to, the birthday parties, the stuff that you travel to do. Like Big Shave West became a thing for us, and me and my family. We would, depending on traffic, going up to Pasadena for Big Shave West could be a 2 to 3.5 hour drive, and we would actually make a weekend out of it. We get a hotel room and hang out the night before and hang out the night of and come home the next day. And so it started off just, I'm going to get into it as a hobby, but the people we met And the people whose lives we became a part of, and the people who became part of our lives, and um, it's just, I mean, that's it. I remember doing a video in response to some comments that I saw on one of the groups or whatever. This thing is just, it does the work all by itself. We always call each other, whenever we're commenting in the forums or on the Facebook groups or whatever, we're always like, hey brother, how are you? Or how are you doing? We use the term brother or whatever. And some guy in some video responded, it wasn't one of my videos, but he says, basically was giving everybody crap for throwing around the term brother. He says, I was in the Marines and I was at war with people, and that's brotherhood. Those are brothers. And my video was like, who are you to tell me who I can call a brother or not? Who you call a brother or a sister or whatever, it's up to you. It's up to you and whatever criteria or parameters you set. To allow somebody to be that close, or that you feel close enough to call them that. It could be people that you disagree with politically, religiously, ideologically, whatever. But when it comes down to it, are those people going to be there for you? Are you going to get along? Do they want the best for you? Nobody can tell you who you're going to call brother, man. It's just, so that, going back to the whole point of that was just the community. So when AJ sent me the message where he's like, hey, somebody asked, what can I expect from a shave meetup? My first word was community, in the truest sense of the word. And you're going to make friends that you never thought you would make. You're going to meet people that you may not care to meet again. But it's still going to be a sense of community. That's what I've always gotten the most out of these events. Hold on. If it's somebody who lives in LA or Riverside or Hesperia, then you know that you're gathering at the same event in the same location for the same reasons. You're going there for the community, because this may be the only time you see these people. So you're going to take advantage, like a reunion, like an annual reunion, like a family reunion. But sometimes family reunions are, you don't want to be around your family. These people, for the most part, you want to be around. Like I said, you may end up going to their weddings, like Jim and Stephanie Judy. They got engaged at a big event. Ended up inviting a bunch of us from the community, who they may not have otherwise met if not for the shaving community. And a lot of us went. We made the drive for a few hours to go to their wedding. And these are people who I wouldn't have known if not for the community. So that's what you can expect. In the meantime, you'll look around, you'll see grown men and women grabbing stuff off of the table, opening it, smelling it, putting it down, opening up something else, smelling it. If you're not in the community, in the hobby, it's going to look really odd. But if you know, then you know. But That's what you can expect. Like last year when I was planning this, I thought I had met, going to the Riverside events, going to Pasadena for 3 years, going to other smallish events. I thought I had met, for the most part, all the wet shavers down here. But nope. I met a bunch of people who I didn't even know existed. And that's what it's all about. So, if you're on the fence about coming down next week, come on down. I'm sure you won't regret it. Plus, if you've been watching, it could be worth your while. You could walk away with a nice Wolf Whiskers brush, nice above the tie razor, something that might otherwise cost you $80, $90, $100. Instead, you came, hung out with some friends, maybe made some new friends, helped out the veterans by bringing socks, and maybe walk away with a cool prize. And I had heard after last year's event that, you don't have to put a lot of planning into something. A lot of us just want to hang out, just want to get together with people we may not see otherwise on a regular basis. But come on, let's be honest. Everybody likes the possibility of winning free shit. So, reaching out to the vendors and having them donate was really, the willingness for everybody to donate was bonus. And then for somebody to be able to win a cool prize just made it even better. So, that was kind of the point of the video. It's just, if you wonder what to expect at one of these, if you've already been, then if you liked it, then, if you're coming back, that means you liked it. But I've gotten more out of these events in this community than I ever thought I would. So anyway, friends, I hope to see you Saturday. If we're not friends yet,